So I've been debating making this video now for the last few days, okay? I'm currently walking back home from the gym, and the last few days, if you guys don't know, I've been in the UK, okay? I've been here about a week now as I'm recording this video, and the video I've been wanting to make, and the reason why I haven't decided to make the video is because I feel like I'm always slating the UK. I feel like I'm always slandering the UK, but it's very, very important for me to get a point across to you guys, because I know there's a lot of people now who subscribe to me, who want to move abroad, who want to see the differences, who want to kind of get out of this UK rat race or trap. Because in my opinion, to not start this video off so negatively, but the UK is so bleak, it's so like depressing. And the reason I say that is because I've traveled a lot of places around the world at a very young age, and every time I come back to the UK, for me it gets worse and worse. Like when I first come back here, sorry if I'm out of breath, I've just walked up a massive hill. Like I say, I'm just walking back from the gym. But as I was saying, every time I seem to get back from being abroad and coming back to the UK, it gets worse and worse, and I stay here for less time. I don't necessarily need to be here right now, and I know a lot of people need to be here because of work and all these different things, but for me, I don't actually need to be here, which can make it even worse for me, and it can kind of prolong the pain of being here. Of course, my business and my work is over in Cyprus, so that's the reason why I don't need to be here, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. This video is I thought about it and I was thinking, I want to make a video where I'm not just rambling on. I want to make a video where I'm not just chatting shit basically about the UK, pardon for my language. I want to make a video which is going to educate people and maybe inspire, and hopefully you take one or two things from this, or hopefully you see my perspective as someone who has been stuck in the UK and is now creating a different life abroad, because that's what it's all about. That's probably why you clicked on the video. I don't know what the title's going to be. I have no script for this video. I'm just going to lay down my thoughts and lay down what I think about leaving the UK, coming back to the UK, and the differences with living abroad, okay? Now, something which I actually thought about, which was quite important, is the quality of life in the UK is so rubbish compared to anywhere else I've been in the world. Of course, I've been to like Thailand, Malaysia, all these types of places, okay? And yes, the quality of life can be a lot worse there, but as a Westerner, as someone with money, your money goes a lot further there, so you can live a better quality of life. Now, every time I've been coming back here recently, it's like, the question I ask myself is, why do people settle for this? Now, I know people have commitments, I know people have family problems, I know people can't just get up and go like many of us can, but you need to find a way out. You need to think about how you're going to have your escape plan. What's it going to be? And I say escape plan like it's quite dramatic, but it is literally like that. The longer you stay here, the more you're jeopardizing your future, the more you're stopping yourself living a better quality of life abroad or wherever it is that you want to go, okay? Even if you're in the UK and you want to move, I don't know, just over to Spain, or a quick 2-hour flight, or maybe you're in England and you want to move to Wales, whatever it may be, the longer you stay in your position, the longer it's going to take you to get to where you are, okay? Where you want to be, sorry. And that's something which I think is quite important. A lot of people will wait on this perfect moment. A lot of people will just want to do it at the perfect time, when they've got the perfect amount of money saved up in the bank, and when the kids have finished school, and when all this, but there's always something that crops up. There's never going to be a perfect time, honestly. There's never. If I waited for a perfect time, I'd still be living at my mum's house in my small bedroom where I started, okay? I would still be doing that kind of stuff. So don't wait for the perfect time. Like every time I come back now, my friends are all doing the same thing. Yes, they're getting progression in their jobs. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Some of them are going backwards, some of them are going forwards. That's obviously just life. That's just dependent on your own personal situation. But when I say living the same life, they're just doing the same thing. Like every Monday they'll go and do this, or every Saturday they'll go uptown for a couple of drinks, or every Sunday they'll go and play this sport or do this hobby. And I know that's life for a lot of people, and I know that a lot of people find enjoyment out of that, but if you're watching this video, you probably don't. You probably want to explore. You probably want to be like me and go to another part of the world and make new friends and join new hobbies and experience different qualities of life, experience different cultures. Because the one thing that I've actually been thinking about very, like a lot while I've been living here back in the UK for the last week or so is, there's no, how do I explain this? Like there's no satisfaction, there's no kind of doing things and feeling good about it, or there's no motivation, or there's no inspiration, okay? My life quality drastically decreases as soon as I come to the UK. Every time I come back here, my life just gets worse and worse. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, I'm walking 25 minutes to the gym, 25 minutes back home from the gym, every single day. Now, of course, you could say get a car, do this, do that. But because I'm only here for a certain amount of time, there's no point in me getting a car. And now I know, sorry, a lot of people that do go to the gym have a car, some people don't. Obviously, it depends on where you're from, but little things like that. I went to the supermarket the other day and spent like £60 on 2 bags of shopping. Now, where I'm from in Cyprus, that's about €90, let's say €90. €90 will do me for like 2 weeks. €90 is what I get for my meat for the whole entire month. Now, I went to the shop in the UK and I spent like literally that amount of money and got pretty much nothing. So your money goes a lot further abroad, and when I come here, I feel like I'm just getting like stung at every possible moment. Whether it's a ticket, whether it's a fine, whether it's the shopping, doesn't really matter what it actually is. I feel like I'm getting stung, and that's what I don't like. And that's when I say my life quality drastically decreases. And something that I've noticed since living abroad and kind of putting myself in a different environment is my money goes a lot further. Yes, the cost of living is going up anywhere in the world. Yes, the UK is not the worst place to live in the world. I know that, and I know for a fact that I'd be very naive to say that the UK was the worst place to live in the world. But generally speaking, and thinking from like the bigger picture, there's a lot more out there. I will need to cross the road before I get run over. There's a lot more life out there. There's a lot better opportunities, and I think you know that. If you're watching this video, I honestly think that you know that there's a better opportunity, and you know that you can create a better life for yourself, because otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on this video. You wouldn't be watching me for this long. You wouldn't still got to this point of the video. You wouldn't have watched my previous videos if you haven't already. Then I'll put a link to it somewhere, or just go on my YouTube channel and you can see kind of what videos, what I do for work, a day in the life where I live in Cyprus. And yeah, my quality of life here right now in the UK is not good, man. And I keep going on about it, and I didn't want to really make this video because I feel like I'm always going on about the UK. I feel like I'm always just slandering, I know it's not the worst place to live in the world, but there's definitely better options, and there's definitely other ways you can take your life, man. Like, we live in a time now with AI, with AI, sorry, I was going to say crypto, but not crypto, more like social media, building online, building your business. You can do a lot of things, man. You can get to a lot of places. You can achieve literally anything that you want to achieve, probably just from the phone that you're watching this video on, or the laptop, whatever it is, iPad, doesn't really matter. You can achieve a lot in your life just from the things around you, and a lot of people don't realize that. I get it, a lot of people are stuck in their ways. If you're not in my generation, maybe you're older than 25, maybe you're 35 watching this video, you're probably not as tech savvy as a lot of the people my age, but you can learn. There's new things coming out. Literally AI, you can type into ChatGPT anything you want and it will give you the answer within seconds. You know how crazy that is? Like, information is just going to become more and more less valuable. So it's scary, but you have to adapt. You have to move with the times. Like anything, you'll find now a lot of businesses are changing. A lot of businesses are adapting. Maybe they're not doing things. I seen something earlier like Skype. If you guys know, Skype is basically like a web hosting thing. Like, used to be very popular when I was younger. Like Skype, we'd always go on Skype calls. It'd be like a big group call, but people would have it for like meetings and interviews and all this kind of stuff. Now, I just seen that they're announced that there isn't going to be no Skype as of May. So that company is actually closing. But what's replaced that company? We've got things like Zoom. We've got all these different apps and stuff now where you can do web hosting and meetings, and everything changes. Businesses have to adapt, and if you don't adapt, you're never going to get anywhere. So think about it. Are you in business right now? Are you thinking to start a business? Think about the future. Where's the future heading? I think it's obviously AI. I'm into crypto as well. I honestly believe very much in crypto. So they're the kind of two things which I'm looking at now for the future. And how can you apply that to your business? How can you apply that to your life? How can you use these free tools, because they are completely free, to change your life, to do something new, to maybe do something which you couldn't have done before? Start thinking about it, man. If you're working a 9 to 5, or you're working a job that you don't like, and you want to start earning money online, use your time outside of your 9 to 5 to literally think about what you can do. Like, we all have time. We all have at least 2-3 hours spare a day. You don't say you don't, because I know you're scrolling on TikTok. You're probably scrolling on YouTube now watching this video. So there's things out there for anyone, okay? Anybody can eat. And when I say eat, I mean get money. Anybody can start something. Anybody can be successful. Like, it doesn't take a genius, okay? Yes, it takes hard work. Yes, it takes kind of trying new things and maybe being uncomfortable or maybe failing. I failed so many times before I started earning money. Like today, like just to put it out there, I've probably made like £500 just today. And yeah, it might not seem like a lot to some of you, but that might seem like a lot to some of you. That might be like half of your wage. And I didn't really do any work for that. I was just at the gym, checked my phone, sent a message, someone messaged me, boom, paid me for my services, £500 just like that, okay? And now I can go home, buy a nice meal for my family and do all that kind of stuff. The rent's covered. So it's nice to be able to do things like that. But that's all because I took risk. That's all because I went against the grain. That's all because I, like back a day when I was a firefighter, to earn £500, I'm probably spending like at least 3 days at work, maybe, no, more than that actually, after tax as well. Yeah, probably like a week. Yeah, literally like a week at work. So I've just earned what I'd earn in a week in just literally, I don't know, 5 seconds, however long it took the guy to pay me. Like crazy when you actually think about it. So it's important to know that you can do a lot of things and your money can actually come from a lot of different sources. So don't be so fixated on your 9 to 5. Don't be so fixated on your job. I've been saying it for a while. I've been making YouTube videos for a while. I've been creating content, talking about this stuff for a long time. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm nearly home now, so I'm gonna close off this video. If you found value in it, if you've learned anything from it, if there's any questions you've got, please let me know. And I'll make videos about this kind of stuff, okay? Because I want to keep the YouTube videos going. I wasn't really gonna make a video here in the UK, but I thought, why not, okay? It's very bleak, as you can probably see, the sun is setting. I'm running out of breath because I'm walking and talking very fast. But hopefully you guys have took some value from this. Hopefully you can see where I'm coming from and maybe some inspiration. Maybe it's made you think about something or a different direction that you want to take or anything that you want to ask me. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you've got anything to add to this, maybe you're in a position where you've been through this, let people know in the comments. Type in your story in the comments. Let other people learn off you, okay? It's not just me that people need to learn off. There's other people that will watch this video that can learn off different people as well. So you can all learn off each other. It's not just a case of me telling you guys things. Look in the comments, ask questions, and I'm pretty sure someone will have the answer to your question, all right? So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, like, subscribe to the channel, guys, and I'll see you on the next one when I'm probably going to be back in Cyprus. Peace.